Evaluation of cognitive distortions. Research support for hostile attribution bias. Studies show that offenders often misinterpret ambiguous social cues. For example, research comparing prisoners with non-offenders found that inmates were more likely to interpret neutral facial expressions as hostile or threatening. This supports the idea that biased interpretations of others' behavior can fuel aggressive or antisocial actions. Research support for minimalization. Evidence also suggests that offenders commonly downplay or rationalize their actions. Interviews with sex offenders show that many minimize the harm they caused or shift responsibility onto victims or external circumstances. This tendency to reduce guilt may help offenders justify their behavior and repeat it, supporting the link between minimalization and criminal conduct. Real-world application. Understanding cognitive distortions has practical value. Intervention programs that teach offenders to identify and challenge distorted thinking, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, have been shown to reduce reoffending. In one study, young men who completed sessions targeting decision-making and cognitive biases reported fewer aggressive incidents afterward. This suggests that correcting distorted thinking can play an important role in rehabilitation. Evaluation of moral reasoning. Research support. Studies across different cultures show consistent patterns linking moral reasoning to offending. Research with juvenile offenders found that many reasoned at Kohlberg's preconventional level, where decisions are based on avoiding punishment or personal gain. Lower levels of moral reasoning were associated with a higher likelihood of violent or antisocial behavior. This supports the idea that moral development is related to offending risk. Limitations of Kohlberg's theory. One limitation is that Kohlberg focuses on moral thinking rather than moral behavior. Later research suggests that moral decisions are often influenced by practical concerns, such as personal goals, rather than abstract principles. There are also methodological issues. Many of Kohlberg's studies used male samples, which limits generalizability. Carol Gilligan argued that the theory reflects a justice-based, male perspective rather than a relational or care-based approach more typical of women. This means that the explanation may not fully account for real-life offending behavior. Real-world application. Kohlberg's ideas have informed programs designed to improve moral reasoning. For example, training children or young offenders to consider wider social principles and take others' perspectives has been used to promote moral development. This shows that the theory offers not only an explanation but also practical value in guiding educational or rehabilitative work.